lighting a cigarette. Hello. Hello. Don't do what I do. I'm stereotypical in so many ways if you want to go by what like DSM-5 and what labels and stuff say with certain things. Now let me think which one it was that I was thinking of, because my ADHD, I forget things fucking straight away. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's part of my ADHD. Yeah, it is. Where I don't practice what I preach. It's so funny. And I can't, well, I do. But, you know, I know when I'm doing something to my body that I shouldn't. I know a lot of things. I just know a lot of things. And this is what, and so I'm quite aware of what I do. And my whole life has been around, how do I deal with me? How do I deal with me? Because no one else can deal with me, right? Yet I'm a good person. I'm not really doing anything wrong. You know? Like, my grandmother raised me, man. She's a Maltese Catholic lady. Fucking, I know. I don't do anything. You know, I do. I'm naughty. I'm a little bit naughty. And I'm a little bit sexy. And I'm a little bit fucking special. But I'm not a bad person. And I know that. And I'm, you know, not narcissistic and fucking manic or anything like that. I've just, you know, because I've done so much work. And that's part of my, like, goals in life, my life motto as such. It's like, just always be kind. Always be kind. And, you know, and try to understand and accept things and not let it get me bitter and twisted, and choose to be happy and fight for happy. Like educate myself to understand how fucking people work and how different mental health disorders and shit affect their lives, because it's all around me, all from birth. And it's like you know, just a little statement like that, so hard for me to, well, once upon a time it stopped me from doing fucking shit like this, because, and it has affected my fucking music career and stuff, because these cunts, they fucking like go, oh, that must be about me, so I'll just ring her instead of asking if she's okay or whatever. I'll fucking just abuse the fuck out of her, because I'm taking the words out since birth, abuse since birth, out of like a whole fucking story from a woman who was very, 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 very alone and fucking needed to rant and let people know what headspace I was in, because I tend to rabbit home and fucking turtle into my little shell and not talk to people. It's not because I'm angry with them, and it's not because I'm fucking, you know, being an asshole. It's because I can't. I can't. Some days I just can't. It's too much. And then I talk all day at work, and like, you know, my job fucking is perfect for someone with ADHD, I swear to God. And my whole thing I'm trying to master at the moment is balancing education and advice, selling and support, with knowing when to shut the fuck up and let these bastards leave my shop because they have to go somewhere. And I know what it's like when I go to places and I really, really want to look at the stuff. And when people come to my shop, because it's only one of 3 in the town, they want to look at the stuff, and I'm like, and so I'm very aware of that. And I let my customers know that, you know, that I do have ADHD, and I will chat, and they really are interested in what I have to say, because, oh, look at this dickhead, it's raining, and he pulls out in front of me. Are you serious? It's not like he can't see me. Anyway, so I'm trying to balance that, you know, because, you know, some shops you don't want to go into again, because you know you got the person in there who works there is going to just like fucking talk to you the whole time, and you just want to like have, for me, if I do go shopping, because I've done so many things on my own throughout my life, I don't even think to ring someone and go, hey, let's go shopping. It's never been my thing. I got a phone call. Oh, fuck it, I'm driving. I'll just ignore it and I'll call her back. You know, a woman I met at the shop the other day who were just like, holy crap, soul sister, how are you? And she's probably at my fucking shop and I'm late because, you know, I'm special like that. You know, I'm the little quirks, mate. And I own them, like, and I've made a new friend, and we organised to go out for dinner last weekend to, you know, meet face to face, because we'd become quite good buddies over online kind of thing, which was a weird meeting him and who he is and who I am the way I did, because I don't really get on these dating sites much anymore. It used to be like more of a distraction and procrastination from university and doing essays and shit. Stereotypical textbook fucking person I am. And like once I fucking sequined a witch's hat, up until I had like that much left of it to do, and I still got it. Which I wore it at Witches and Britches, and many people wore it at Witches and Britches anyway. But it got that close to the exam that I could not finish it because I needed to at least read over this stuff. And it's funny because I've always been told that my sister was the smart one and I was the creative one, but no support in that either. Like, can't be a guitarist. What do you want to learn guitar for? Fucking 1,000,001 guitarists out there. What do you want to fucking do that for? Well, maybe because I fucking like playing the guitar. That's what I want to learn the guitar for. That's why I'm like, okay, I'll go and teach myself then. So as a kid, trying to teach myself how to play guitar, but without the fucking resources that I had when I was 20. And just so sick of not following my fucking passions of singing and dancing, and like when I was a kid and the school holidays, I used to watch the midday movie because it was only one channel or 2 channels, and they'd put all these musicals on, and fuck me, I loved them. And I used to like just be in them, and I used to do dancing. So I did jazz ballet, and I was pretty good, like just because I loved it, I think. And I did a ballet class once, and I really fucking wanted to do ballet, but I was told I was too fat to do ballet, so I wasn't allowed. And I was like, are you serious? Because I was very strong. Big muscles. I'm still strong now, and I don't do fuck all to keep my strength up, really. And my muscles are still pretty good for what I do, not do. And it would have really been good for me because my fucking back and hips and shit have been fucked most of my life. So, anyway. I'm not poor, man. are really not for me. I'm using this platform fucking to just brain dump because I have ADHD and my brain doesn't stop. And I find myself like with my kids are getting older, right? So Elfin's 12 and we're a fucking team, me, Elfin and Coben. And so I find myself going Elfin because no one's been around. Because they've been on holidays with their dad because of school holidays, down to see their sister, and then I'm getting Elfin fucking saying, oh Mum, I wish you could come, why can't you just come, man, it's going to be not the same without you there, you need to have some time off, you need to see your daughter, and I'm like, I know son, but I can't. So that's funny. The cops were just next to me then, and I was like, oh, you know, because I fucking smoke weed and do whatever I do when I feel like it, because I'm so lucky and I was born without the gene in my body to produce the enzymes. How's this? Like, I've fucking even got the longest fucking... I have to tell a story in the longest way, and even things I get, they're a story, right? They're a big, long thing. Complex. Tania's complex. Many, many layers to Tania. She's still getting to know herself. Anyway, what was I saying? Fucking... oh yeah, I have not got the gene that produces the enzymes in your stomach to break down the toxins in alcohol. So, normal people, every time they have a sip of alcohol, it's immediately beginning to filter out of their stomach through their system. Good old Tania here. And I have so many people who can attest to this because they've seen me vomit and fucking rubbish bins dead sober under coconut trees after one drink. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I had a date who's affectionately known as Spew Date because I had one drink. He bought me a beer and I stupidly drank it to be polite. And then as I was fucking mid-sentence, I had to run off and fucking spew projectile vomit. And it was funny because, like, it's not funny, but it was funny. I just have to, I've got such a sick fucking sense of humour because I have to. But, I was like, I came back because I had to, like, I was so embarrassed because I had to clean up and all this sort of shit. And this is like a very, 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 very popular fucking pub in Melbourne. So it wasn't my best moment, I'm telling you. But I just look at it as part of my life story that I have, like, you know, and that's what I'm doing. So anyway, but for me, when I drink, I have like fucking a cup of poison on top of a cup of poison on top of a cup of poison, and unless I spew it out, that's it's potential to kill me. I got all Tania here because I was always odd one out because I come from a place that fucking everyone drinks, like full on binge drinking central. So you go to parties and shit, and I'd try to drink with everybody else, and I'd always end up having to, like, go home and fucking spew or just feel sick for fucking hours, and shiver, and I didn't even know that was alcohol poisoning. It's raining so bad. I just don't want to go to work. I do want to go to work. But it's a beautiful rainy day. It would have been nice to stay in bed. Anyway, I'm at work and I gotta go. But yeah, so the reason I'm doing these is brain dumps, and also because psychologists and psychiatrists and stuff have told me I should write a book. I find it really hard to write. It's so hard, and that's, again, fucking my brain. My brain. I find it hard to do the detail, like you would not get the person who I am and my personality through writing. And I had my kids when I was older, and my stepdaughters have lived away and they haven't had kids yet. Because my stepdaughter's mine too, man. I'm mum as well. And I got their beautiful brothers. So I thought, I'm 51 now, and I hope that I get to one day get to cuddle a grandbaby at least. An extension of myself. An extension of like this new path I'm trying to create for our family. Where there's no trauma and fucking PTSD and shit. Because ADHD, that's fucking okay. I've had a great life because of it in some ways. Hence being told to write fucking books. But I can't write it. So I thought I'd do this, right? And because most likely I won't get to hold my grandbabies, and I don't know. We all got a certain time we're gonna go. And I really want my kids to have something to remember me by. I do. So this is for my babies, and my babies' babies, and my future babies, and my fucking whoever. I don't care who watches it. And I don't care really much about it. Because, like, seriously? This shit, like, in about 30 years' time, I'm going to be dead anyway. Ow! Just burnt myself with a cigarette. I'm a fuckhead. It doesn't really matter. Nothing matters. It's just a journey of adventures in life. That's life. We can't fucking get hung up on shit all the time. We get too hung up. Hello. Okay, I gotta go. I'll do another one later.